From VOA Learning English, this is Talk to Us. I'm Avi Arditi, welcoming you to this week's Google Plus Hangout. We're back with English teacher Lita Baker to continue our conversation about ways to help yourself be better understood when you're speaking. Good morning, Lita.
Good morning, Avi.
Hi. Now I'm going to ask our two participants to introduce themselves.
Hello, my name is Loren Nieto. I'm from Colombia. I have already finished chemistry career, and I now studying English a lot, and I want to continue my process about studying.
Very good. And Nasrat.
All right. My name is Nasr. I'm from Afghanistan, mainly. Now I'm for and department or my section that I'm studying, that's international relations and year and also first semester. That's
Great. Well, thank you, Lauren and Nasrat. And looks like we have someone trying to join us. We may have some other participants join us during the broadcast, but for now I'm going to go ahead and introduce Lita. Lita Baker has taught English at the university level for more than 25 years. She's the author of many English language teaching books and courses for major publishers. She's a frequent conference presenter and trainer in the areas of listening, speaking, pronunciation, and materials development. And Lita Baker is also the president of Black Ink Unlimited. That's a company in Los Angeles that specializes in writing and editing materials for English language learners around the world. Lita, thank you so much for joining us from Los Angeles this morning. So you're going to be talking today about sentence stress?
Well, that's right. The title of our presentation that Avi and I came up with was Don't Stress About Sentence Stress. And the reason, that's kind of a cute title because we're using the word stress in two different ways. The usual meaning of stress, of course, is the way you feel really nervous, you know, before you have a test. But we're not talking about that kind of stress. What we're talking about is an aspect of English pronunciation that is called sentence stress. And there's also something called syllable stress. So what I want to do first of all is define what we mean by stress. And we're going to look at lots of examples, and we're going to then go on and talk about why stress is so important in speaking, but actually also in listening, Lauren. So I hope that this will help you in both of those areas. So when we talk about either syllable stress or sentence stress, we're talking about part of a word or a word in a sentence that is louder. Can you see this?
yeah.
Yeah.
Louder.
Higher.
Higher. And what's the third one?
Longer.
Longer. That's correct. That's exactly right. Did you watch last week's broadcast, Nasrat?
Yeah. Yes.
You did your homework. That's great. Yes. So longer, higher, and louder. And let me just start by giving you an example from a word. If I say the word wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
That's right. So you hear that there are three syllables, wonderful, and you can hear that the first one is higher, longer, and louder. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
That's correct. Okay? Now, let me look at your names. Lauren, your name is Lauren, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, Lauren, which syllable is stressed?
Oh,
First,
Lord.
That's right, the first syllable.
Mm-hmm.
And Nasrat, which syllable is stressed in your name?
The
The
last.
first one or the second one?
Nos, Nos, rat is the, I think it's Nosrat.
Oh, I
The
missed a
last.
syllable. I missed a syllable. So the second syllable gets stressed, correct?
Yeah.
Yes,
Nasraden.
of course.
Okay, so that's syllable stress. But what I mainly want to talk about today is sentence stress, because sentence stress, there are some rules that we can follow. And we also want to talk about how the stress in a sentence is related to the meaning of the sentence. So if in a sentence, we also have some words that are stressed. They're higher, longer, louder. And we have other words that are, we call them unstressed. Okay, now there's some noise outside, so I'm going to just wait a moment, okay?
Yes.
And we'll just go back to.
Can you actually let me see if you can hear me?
I don't even hear it. I don't know, Lauren and Nasrat. Do you hear the? No, we're fine. So go ahead,
Okay.
Lita.
We'll just keep going. Okay, so let me give you an example. Okay.
Okay.
Lauren lives in Colombia.
Right.
Lauren lives in Colombia. She's a chemist. Lauren lives in Colombia. She's a chemist. Which words, that's actually two sentences, which words were higher, longer, louder in that little phrase there? Lauren lives in Colombia.
Lauren and Colombia.
Okay. Now, what if I say it this way? Lauren lives in Colombia.
Lives is long.
Lives. Okay, good. She's a chemist.
Chemist.
Good. Okay, so you are hearing correctly. Now, in those two sentences, Lauren is a noun, lives is a verb, Colombia is a noun, and chemist is a noun. The other words, in is a preposition, she is a pronoun, is an article. I hope I'm not confusing you with all of these grammar words, but here is my point. Okay? Words that carry information, that give important information, like names of people and places. Okay, especially nouns and verbs. Those are called content words. Content words. And those are typically the words that we stress in a sentence. So other content words besides nouns and verbs are adjectives and adverbs and question words and negative words. Okay? Those are all what we call content words. The other words in the sentence, the prepositions, the articles, conjunctions, pronouns in some cases, those are what we call function words. We need them for the grammar, but they don't carry important information. Okay? So when we talk about, if we ask the question, what is stress, what we are talking about are the words in the sentence that are higher and longer and louder because they convey important information. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Any questions so far?
It doesn't.
And that's all time. Nouns always are pronounced louder, longer, and higher.
Not always, but almost always. What we're going to see a little bit later is cases where the stress can move. We can change the stress according to the meaning that we want to give. Okay, but hang on because we haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah.
Let's just do a little exercise to see if you can hear the stressed words. Okay? I'm going to say some sentences, and I want you to repeat them, and I want you to clap on the stressed words. Okay? So if I say, Lauren lives in Colombia, I would go, Lauren lives in Colombia. Okay?
That's good.
Let's try a few sentences. Ready?
Okay.
Yeah, ready.
Number 1. Lita was born in Los Angeles. Can you repeat that?
Okay. First me. Lyra was born in Los Angeles.
Okay, a little faster now.
Lyra was born in Los Angeles.
Okay, now clap.
So
Me?
that way?
All
You can do
right,
it together.
No. Lyra was born in Los Angeles.
Perfect. That's right. So that short sentence had 3 content words, 3 stressed words. Okay? Let's try another one. Let's try another one. I'm eating lunch with my mother. I'm eating lunch with my mother.
I'm eating
lunch.
my mother.
Try again.
I'm eating a lunch with my mother. There's eating eat two first stress stress but my mother is another stress. Eating and lunch and with my mother.
Well, listen again.
Sources.
Eating is correct. Lunch is correct. But now listen to the end of the sentence again.
Yes.
I'm eating lunch with my mother.
With my mother, okay? So
But
mother, I think mother stress.
That's right.
Stress
How about
words,
with?
yes?
How about with?
No.
No.
About with?
With is not stress. How about my?
Yes, because with is the they are joining 2 parts of the sentences, yes, and it's not a word or a noun or adjective or word like this. So we can say with is a stress, okay?
Well, that's a very good hypothesis, Nasrat, and we just have to modify it slightly. So I'm eating lunch with my mother.
Yes, there's 3, I think. Yes.
There are 3 stressed words, right? Eating,
yes,
lunch, mother. And the other words, I'm, I am, is not stressed. With, the preposition is not stressed. And my, I think that one confused you a little bit. My is not stressed. My is what we call a possessive pronoun. And in that sentence, it was not stressed. So last time, I'm eating lunch with my mother. Repeat after me.
I'm eating lunch with my mother. Okay.
You got to go a little faster. I'm eating lunch with my mother.
I'm eating lunch with my mother.
That was better.
Right?
Yay. Okay. That was very good. Okay, now, the next point that I want to make is this. A sentence can have several stressed words, but normally the way English is pronounced, in every phrase there is one word that is stressed more than the other words. So it's even higher, louder, longer than the other stressed words. And we can call that word the focus word, or we also say that the word has prominence, but I like to call it the focus word. So I want to repeat the sentences that we already practiced, and I want you to tell me what the focus word is. The only trouble is I didn't write down my sentences, so now I have to remember what they were.
Well, I was born in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Lita was born in
England.
Los Angeles.
One at a time. I remember. I remember. So here we go. No, the first one was Lauren is from Colombia.
Oh, okay, right.
So which word has the strongest stress in that sentence? It might be a little hard to hear. Lauren is from Colombia.
Lauren.
Good. So in that phrase, Lauren is the focus word.
The
So the
focus of the sentence.
We can say that in that sentence, who was born in Colombia, that's the focus is on who, on the person, right? Okay,
Yeah, right.
here was my second sentence. Lita was born in Los Angeles. Lita was born in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles focus word, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was the focus word?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. And it's
Los
actually,
Angeles.
yeah, it's the last word of the sentence. Lita was born in Los Angeles. That's the focus word in that sentence. Now, hang on, because we're going to see why the focus word and how the focus word is important. I'm eating lunch with my mother. I'm eating lunch with my mother. Where's the focus?
Mother.
Yes, the focus is on mother. Good. I want to give you a couple of more sentences. Okay, let's pretend I'm talking to my daughter and I say to her, you need to feed the dog. You need to feed the dog.
Dog.
Dog is the focus. Good. One more. Lita speaks slowly and clearly. This is a trick question. There are two focus. Lita speaks slowly and clearly.
Yes, there's two things. Slowly and
clearly.
Good. Very good. Okay. Now, did you notice in each of those sentences, where was the focus word? Was it at the beginning of the sentence, the middle of the sentence, or at the end of the sentence?
And the end of the sentence.
That's right.
But the first one was the first word, Lauren.
That's right. That one was an exception. But I can also say it this way. I can say, Lauren is from Colombia.
Okay.
Normally, if a sentence doesn't have any special meaning, the focus word is going to be the last content word of the sentence. And some sentences have more than one phrase, and in that case, the focus word will be the last content word of the phrase. So let's just make a general rule that in the default, can I use that word? The default?
Default.
The default. The normal place where the focus word falls in ordinary conversation is the last content word. So the last noun or the last verb or the last adjective or the last adverb. That's the normal stress pattern.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's just that's the normal rule. But here's what's so interesting about sentence stress and why sentence stress is important. A speaker, I have to look at my notes here, a speaker can change the focus word and make it any word in the sentence depending on the meaning that we want to convey. Okay, I'm going to say that one more time. We can choose any word in the sentence that we want to have as our focus word, depending on what meaning we want to communicate to our listeners. So, of course, I'm going to give you some more examples of that. Okay. I'm going to give you 2 sentences. And the sentences are the same, but the focus word is different.
Oh,
Okay.
Lita, looks like Lauren's video has dropped out. She should be back. And here we are. Here we come. Let me.
There she is.
Here we are. Yay!
Yay! She's back.
We lost you for a moment there. Okay. So keep
Okay,
going.
so I'll repeat what I just said. I'm going to give you 2 sentences. And the sentences are the same, except that the focus word is different in each sentence. And so what I want you to think about is what is the meaning of each sentence, because they have different meanings if I move the focus word. So here we go. Okay, the first sentence is the default pronunciation. In other words, in the first sentence, I'm putting the focus on the place where it would normally be. It's on the last content word of the sentence. But the second sentence is the one where I change something. Here we go. Okay. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Do they sound the same or different?
They're different.
They're different. Okay. Let me repeat. And then you tell me what's different, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
You.
What about you?
And those.
I think the first sentence, okay, was longer, and it was stressed words, okay. And the first sentence the second sentence was what you doing. You was the, I think, stressed words. The focus was on you, okay. And the first sentence focus was on the doing, or
That's right. Exactly right.
okay.
You heard it correctly. So the first sentence is the way we would normally ask the question, right?
Yeah.
I walk into a room and I see some people working and I say, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
But maybe one of the people in that room wasn't supposed to be there,
Okay.
but he's there and I'm surprised. So I say, I change the focus word, and the focus word gives the sense of that I'm surprised. What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. Why are you here?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So in the first sentence it is here, and in the last
it's doing.
Doing. Okay.
What are you doing here? The first sentence, the focus is on the action.
Okay.
Yes.
Right? But the
And
second
in the second.
sentence is, yeah, go ahead.
Where is the focus in the second sentence?
Oh, you already told me, and you were right. It's on you.
You. Okay. Okay.
What are you doing here?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try another one like that.
Okay.
Remember, the first sentence is just normal stress. Okay?
Okay.
Normal stress, the way we would normally say it, with the stress is the last content word of the sentence. So here it is. Please put the box over there. Please put the box over there.
Box.
Box. Good. Now this one. Please put the box over there.
There.
Yeah. So what does that mean if I say, please put the box over there? I want you to put it there. I don't want you to put it
in another place.
In another place.
Okay.
Good.
Nice.
So I don't want you to put it here. I want you to put it there. So again, by changing the focus, I'm changing the meaning, the emphasis. I want to emphasize the location in that second sentence. Okay, let's try one.
Yes, right.
Okay.
Okay, this one's kind of fun. I'm actually going to give you 3 sentences. Here's the first one with normal stress. John has 2 brothers. John has 2 brothers. Number 2. John has 2 brothers.
The second one, 2.
2, but the first,
Right.
I don't know.
The first one does not have any special focus.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Second one, yeah, John has 2 brothers. So what does that mean? Does he have 3 brothers?
No, he has just 2.
He has 2.
He has 2 brothers, yeah.
I want to emphasize 2. So for example, if you tell me that John has 3 brothers, I might say, no, that's not right. John has 2 brothers.
Okay.
Here's another one. Listen to this one. John has 2 brothers.
John.
John.
Yeah, right. The focus is on John. So it's not Avi who has 2 brothers. It's not Lauren who has 2 brothers. It's John. John has 2 brothers. Okay?
Right.
Okay.
So, do you have any questions now about how the idea, the concept that we can change our meaning by moving the focus word in the sentence? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Any questions about that?
No. In this moment, no.
Okay, so I want to do another exercise with you, okay?
Okay.
Do you have a pencil and paper with you?
Yeah.
I have only pencil.
Okay, so Nasruddin, you have to write on your hand.
So let's not pen, right?
All right, I'm going to give you a short sentence and maybe you can remember it. Here it is.
You can write in the chat.
I could write it, but you won't see it. You can remember it. Here it is. Here's the sentence, all right? Mary's sister rented a white car.
Okay.
Mary's sister rented a white car. Okay?
Okay.
Good. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pronounce that sentence in 4 or 5 different ways. And every time I say it, the focus word is going to be different.
Okay.
So, and depending on where the focus is, I want you to tell me which question the sentence answers. Now that's confusing, so I'm going to give you an example. Here's the example. If I say, Mary's sister, sorry, I'll start again. Mary's sister rented a white car. So that sentence answers the question, what color was the car? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
What color was the car? Mary's sister rented a white car.
Okay.
So the focus is on the color. What color was the car that Mary's sister rented?
Okay.
So I want you to ask the question. Okay? Let's see how this works.
Nasrat, is there?
Sentence number 1.
Oh, wait, hold on. Nasrat, can you still hear us? Uh-oh. Good. Lauren is very observant. Just noticed that Nasrat's video hasn't been moving. So let's see. He'll probably try to join us again.
Yeah.
So, okay, he's trying to get back in here. And Lauren was paying very good attention. So let's see here. Nasrat should be back with us in just a moment. So there he is. Okay.
There he is. We lost you.
Nasrat, can you hear us?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry for broken.
Oops, there he goes. Yeah, that's he's using Wi-Fi, and I think his signal's not so great. But Nasrat, are you there? Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, Lita, go ahead. We've got
Sorry,
just a few more minutes here, so go ahead and with the activity.
Okay, here's sentence number one. Here's sentence number one. Mary's sister rented a white car.
Who rented?
Good. Who rented the car? That's correct. Mary's sister rented a white car. Who rented the car?
Okay.
Number two. Number two. Mary's sister rented a white car. Mary's sister rented a white car.
Car. What?
What? What did she
What
rent?
he rented? Yes,
What did she rent?
Good. Mary, I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice.
Okay.
I'm shouting too much. Mary's sister rented a white car. Mary's sister rented a white car.
Mary.
Whose sister?
Whose sister? Yes.
Yeah.
Whose sister? Great. Okay, one more. Mary's sister rented a white car.
What she rent?
The
Say
verb.
it
What
again?
did she rent? What she rent? She rent a car. So
She rented a car. She didn't.
What did she do?
if you repeat the sentence.
Sure.
Sorry.
Maybe think of a question that starts with did. Okay, here's the sentence.
Okay, yes.
Mary's sister rented a white car.
Did she rent?
Did she rent it or did she?
Yeah, did she buy it, okay?
Good!
Okay.
Yeah! Did she rent it or did she buy it?
Okay.
Mary said she rented it. Okay, this is marvelous because you see how we took one sentence and by moving the focus word, that sentence had 5 different meanings.
Yeah, meanings. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Avi, do we have time for one more exercise?
Actually, I'm going to have to start wrapping up because we need to get out of the studio so the next show can get in here. But is that okay? Can we do? Is it short or how long do you think it will take? Or can we do that next time maybe? Or
it's not so short. I guess we're gonna have to wait until next time.
Well,
then let me just provide the conclusion that I was planning on, if I may. Is there time for that?
Go right ahead. Sure.
Okay.
So what we learned about sentence stress is that there is a normal pattern. Normally, when you are just talking with somebody, the stress will fall on the last content word of a phrase or a word. That's the normal rule. However, we can change that rule if we want to, in order to emphasize or focus on any word in the sentence that is important to us. The one final point I wanted to make is that focus is really common in conversations. So let's suppose I have a teacher is talking with a student And the student says to the teacher, I can't find my book. The teacher says, which book? And the student says, my listening book. Did you hear where the focus was?
Yeah.
My listening book.
Listening.
Here's another example. We can also use focus in order to correct or contradict somebody else. If somebody says something that's wrong and we want to correct them, we can use focus to do that. So here's an example. A mother says to her son, I asked you to take out the garbage. And the son says, I did take it out.
Yes,
right?
I did take it out.
I did take it out. Strong focus on the word did.
Yeah.
So we can use focus to emphasize things and to clarify or correct when someone else has made a mistake. Those are the main uses of focus. Okay, I'll take it away.
Well, Lita Baker, thank you for giving us this lesson, and this video will be available on our website and on YouTube. As soon as we're done, it'll be available on demand. I want to thank Lita Baker for joining us, and also Lauren, who joined us from Colombia, and Nasrat from Afghanistan, who joined us from Cyprus. Watch our website and the VOA Learning English page on Facebook to find out how you can participate in future Hangouts.
Okay.
I'm Avi Arditi in Washington. That's all for now. See you next time.
See you.